Time now for our Click It or Ticket post-game show. Campbell, a dominant win over Bluefield College. Education Day victory, moving to 5-2 on the year. And we're delighted to have our player of the game, Taya Bolden, with us alongside the head coach, Wanda Watkins. And Taya, today, 13 points for you, some impressive minutes off the bench. What clicked for you offensively here in this win?
I got in the gym before. The past couple days before, I've been getting in the gym because I haven't been really struggling, but it's not where I want to be, and so I really focus on it, and it just clicked today.
You know, you've done a good job. You did a tremendous job coming in off the bench today, being an impact player for your team, a big difference maker. And we noticed that up and down the bench. It's a different player every night out. How important is it for you guys to remain unselfish like that the rest of the way?
Well, we have like you said, a tremendous team, and like Coach, we really don't have any starters. It's just whoever has the best matchup for the game. And so I feel like everyone knows that, and everyone just play their role and do their part. So it's tremendous.
Taya, also impressive, your free throw shooting here today. You're very good from the free throw line. What's changed you maybe from last year to this year from the line?
Well, me and the other post players and like a couple other players here and now, we do this thing where we have to make 10 free throws in a row before we can leave the gym every practice. And I feel like that has helped our confidence in shooting overall. So,
hey, it really paid off for you today. How big is this win going down the stretch where you go to Wake Forest and then at Hofstra before you take the Christmas break? How will this momentum help you?
It's definitely good, especially coming out of exams. We want to use this as fuel, and it's always good to get a win. So.
Well, Taya, we want to thank you. Be careful on your way out because there's kids all over the place. But congrats on the win, and good job today.
Thank you.
So that's Taya Bolden here on our post-game report. We'll bring in Ronnie Fisher here in just a second, although that might be easier said than done with some of the kids coming crashing in. But what a performance for Campbell today. We got to fight through a bunch of kids to get Ronnie Fisher in there, but big-time performance, 65-41 the score. And let's try to get Coach Fisher in here real quick. There's a bunch of kids jumping around. Might as well show it because it does add some perspective here. Coach Fisher's going to join us in a second, but he's literally trapped by a group of kids jumping around. A dominant win from Campbell today. We do thank you for joining us here on our Click It or Ticket post-game report. As you can tell, 3,000 kids in attendance. It was jam-packed from the start and really made for a fun performance here in this one. And you see Ashland Hampton coming out. Now Ronnie Fisher's going to sneak in and going to try to get him real quick to join us. He's coming, Seth. So now we got the head coach, Ronnie Fisher. Sorry for that wall of kids in your way, Coach, but
no problem.
Certainly nice to have you.
Love seeing them here.
What is this moment like, not only with the win, but just to see the energy and the environment of this crowd today?
Oh, it's awesome, you know, and it's really amazing to see how much excitement that our team brings to them, and how much you can see all the girls wanting to talk to our players afterward. And I talk to our kids all the time about that, whether you know it or not, you are a role model. And this game makes that come to fruition, and really appreciate all the administrator and teachers. I know it's not the easiest task taking care of your kids here, but what a great thing for them and for us. We really enjoyed it.
And for your team today, you started out on a 7-0 run. There was that long break from finals. How'd you think your team responded, especially early in the game?
Well, I thought we did some positive things, and you always worry out of finals because you hadn't played in a while and your mind hadn't been on basketball. And I thought we came out ready to go. And, you know, credit Coach Mullins and his team. I mean, he did a great job. They really took their time and were very methodical on offense and made us play defense, and that's tough sometimes. And then they hit some really good shots at the end of the shot clock. And, you know, we wanted to stretch the lead out a little bit. We didn't do that, but I still thought we played hard, played pretty well, and got a lot of contributions from a lot of people, which is what I really wanted to see today. So I was very, very happy with that.
Double figures for Shai Tooley and Taya Bolden. And we're curious, Coach, coming in now, how does this team take this performance and get ready for Wake Forest on Monday?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 days to prepare, and that's the big thing is we have to have 3 great days of practice. It started today. We had I thought we played pretty hard today, and now we've got to go back and see the things we need to improve on. And obviously, watch a lot of Wake Forest and really try to springboard off this and get ready to go for their education game, which will be a great atmosphere as well.
So, Coach, congrats on the win, and enjoy these 3,000 kids on your way out.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'd love to have them here every game. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach, for your thoughts on the win. We're going to show you some highlights from Campbell's impressive performance today. 65-41 over Bluefield, and it started early on with a quick offensive performance. Shai Tooley hit a 3 right away, and then setting up Haley Barber with a triple. Campbell made 7 3-pointers in the win, and it was a balanced 3-point shooting game for Campbell today. Ashland Hampton then stepped up and got the offense going, and a really good first quarter, Coach, as Campbell made 7 of their first 11, and it was a balanced scoring effort this afternoon.
Yeah, it really was. I think Campbell was productive. They had spurts where they shot really, really well, both up and down their bench. Here we see Tooley making it so calm, cool, collective out on the perimeter. But Bolden came up big inside for a team off the bench today.
Yeah, season high 13 points for Taya Bolden today. And even setting up Hampton, Campbell had 16 assists. It was a balanced passing effort.
Well, it really was. They played well together, as they usually do, with only 9 turnovers in the basketball game and forcing 19 on the other end. That was huge in the game.
Bluefield had it within 11 late in the third, and then Michaela Coleman took over, setting up what was a dominant fourth quarter.
Kayla finding the basket, getting to the rack, and here we see Spate come up with one of her steals, and time again Coleman was getting to the rack.
11 different players scored for Campbell in the win, and including Faith Price with a late 3 in the fourth quarter, and none better than the reaction from her bench to signify the win. Alongside the Hall of Fame coach, Wanda Watkins, Evan Budrovich. Coach, your final thoughts on an impressive win for Campbell, moving to 5-2 on the year.
Well, it's a great win for Campbell coming off the break. Having a lull with no games gives them momentum going into the next couple games before Christmas holidays.
And that all starts on Monday against Wake Forest. But thank you for joining us here in our Click It or Ticket post-game report.